Thanks again. Just gonna hope for some better rolls. I'm preparing to use London's darts, and I'll probably get some more darts for this purpose. But I think we can use the darts to clean up sleeping targets because I didn't realize that the ranged attacks were auto kills on sleeping as well as the melee. So we'll use the darts to try and clean up some of the sleeping ones, while the front line actually fights the awake ones. I've also swapped out Discara's broadsword for a longsword so we can try and see if we can eke out some higher max damage. Although her damage is usually fine, but you know, I'm just trying stuff at this point. Let's go. Let's pick it. Nope, let's bash it. Oh man, I sure hope he doesn't get mad if we break into his home. Alright. Aim. Do we just try and drop some? Oh, these leaders are really dangerous, but just try and drop one of these guys. Wow, 1 damage. Okay, there we go. Cast sleep. Alright, I think maybe we just put this whole... We can't get as many of them with this sleep spell. But if we can put all the ones north of us to sleep, I think that will help a lot. So we're going to try that. And then we can use our other sleep on that western crowd as they come in on us. Ooh, I like the ones up top getting their turns first. So it means they don't get to move. Alright, we want Bro trying to take out this leader who isn't asleep. Beautiful. Man, I wish I could save scum these fights just midway through. Alright, and then we cast sleep. We can catch all of these guys. And this should put us in a pretty good state. I think this is the play with this party. We managed to get our 2 sleeps off without anyone going down. And we're in a good position to wipe up a whole bunch of the dangerous ones before it's even kind of a problem. Oh, Raven could probably take out 2. Oops, don't move. Aim manual. Yeah, like if she can just... Okay, so those 2 are helpless. Let's get that guy there to block. Well, it won't matter. So let's have her take out 2 targets. No, she still only gets 1 shot. I don't understand how Riven sometimes gets 2 shots, sometimes she doesn't. I have no idea how that works. But we shall continue just absolutely murdering helpless orcs. There's so many of them. Let's get Vendressa down here in the way. Carve up those ones. Kisuk. Are you the one that has the darts? No. I always forget which has which. You go ahead and just move out of the way. You just hang out right there. Your part's done. Get rid of that orc that wasn't asleep. There we go. Pick off a couple. Well, another helpless one. Stop. I don't like them getting attacks. Riven. Dump that one. No. Shame. Got some more helpless. bit of damage there. Okay, we're still doing all right. How are we looking at helpless ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to keep murdering these helpless ones while they are in fact helpless. We don't want them waking up. You can do nothing helpful, so just hang out. I don't think you have any helpless ones in reach. Now you just have all of these actual orcs in reach. Nice. Okay, let's take down that helpless one. Oh, out of range, I guess. Take down that one. Don't like the damage we're taking. Is it 4? Ventressa took a hit, right? Yeah, they're both at 4. 3 helpless still. Let's have Riven take out some of the, at least one of the helpless ones. Okay. Stuff's working. Aim. Target. I think he's got 1 dart left. Okay. Alright. Stuff's working. Please don't. Just. Okay, yeah, it's just those 2 left. That is terrific news. We have 4 hit points left. You just go up over here. Aim, and we will murder. She may be a cleric, but she is not above straight up murder. You just come hang out down here. Bro, finish it off. All right. We did it. She's 412 experience. What are we looking at for coinage here? Take. I accidentally pulled all of our money because I wasn't looking at what I was doing. Whoops. Just share it. Take. What's it's all not bad stuff. There's a flail? I mean, can Vendressa even take it? You know, Vendressa, you can use blunt weapons. Take the flail. Oh yeah, overloaded. Scar, you got any room left? Yeah, sure don't. I don't think any of you have room left, so I don't think I'm paying attention to my info. Oh, I messed up. Like, what am I gonna do? Go back? Okay, I have to like reload and do that fight again? Oh, you can at least take like a longbow or 2. Oh man. Yeah, this is why they're so slow, is because they're carrying too much stuff. uh, okay, well, yeah, we gave it a shot. Is that all? Where are we? Yeah, no, that's. It was just a fight, I guess. Let's go back to town and We need to sell stuff. Look at us go. I am in the gateway to the unsettled areas. Okay, I don't want to hit the town center again though, so we're gonna go around. Hold on. What does it? Walk near the poisonous barren river. Oh, okay. Is that neat? I guess. Good talk. Okay, we got a storefront. Oh, the door's locked. Okay. No, it's not. Okay, go back out. Okay, well. I still don't want to pay. Oh, God, every time we go adjacent to the freaking city hall. Okay, at least it wasn't the full. Just let me out so I can camp out there. Yep, small things scrambling my feet. All right, we're going to camp. We're going to save. And we are going to rest. Well, let's. Yeah, let's first make sure we're doing our. Well, should we detect magic what we found? We might as well. Kessuck, do detect magic. And then get that sleep spell ready again, because it is so good. And we rest. And we're rudely interrupted. What do you got? Angry goblins. Can we just flee? No. You just chill. We're just gonna really hope they don't get any lucky hits on us. Okay, well maybe we'll get a hit on them at some point. It's not looking good though. Really, guys? Come on. We're better than this. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're getting stuff done. Alright. No, I don't want to continue the battle. Just share their coins there is. They're not going to have anything worthwhile. Not that I could take anything if they did have something worthwhile. In camp, are they still attempting to memorize? Okay, I have to set that every time, don't I? I believe that was the case last time. Detect magic. Yes. Rest. Oh my god. It's just not gonna let us. Do we keep getting like 15 minutes short of completing our magic memorization? No. Oh my god, please. Please just hit the goblins. Thank you. Whoops. Just accidentally skipped Riven's turn. I was hitting stuff too fast. Oh my god. Efficient damage. Yeah, see, now I get 2 shots. I don't understand how that works. I never will. I'm just never going to understand that. Advantage. No, don't continue the battle. Okay, we might as well just go pay the 1 platinum. I know by the gate. That's kind of the worst part is seeing the same messages just like over and over. Where's the tavern? Where's the inn? I think this is it. Yeah. Okay. So I want to no. Tavern Tale 16. Sure, I'll take a look. Hold on real quick while we see what Tavern Tale 16 is. Best journal. Where was that information again? Not the Adventures Journal. Proclamations. I don't remember where the. Uh, nope, that's all just manual stuff. Uh, Tavern Tales, page 33. There it is. Tavern Tales. 16. Buccaneers operate a slave auction out of a hidden camp near Stormy Bay. Wow, that could be a thing. No! What the I'm gonna lose my freaking mind playing this game. I thought this might be like, oh, it's a bit of a tough old style dungeon crawl. But it just it's so mean. Okay, it's not so much that it's mean, it's just it's uncaring, but not necessarily like in a fun way. Because like you've got plenty of RPGs to this day that's like, oh yeah, you really gotta, sometimes you gotta really rely on the RNG to carry you through, especially like a chance or dice based combat system. Sometimes you just gotta have the RNG work in your favor. But just going to go take a nap can just kill your party. Uh, I'm I'm just gonna quit and uh, come back once I've pulled off resting. So that'll be great. Let's do that. So I've I've made a blunder. Um, I uh, I've been making this harder on myself than it needs to be. Here I am, encamped. You know, it's a couple days since the fade out there. I had some stuff to do, and I spent like 40 minutes trying to get rested up, and it just wasn't happening. So I sat down tonight, pulled up the game, loaded it all up, and went, okay, I can get that rest in, and I can keep going. And then I stopped and looked at my characters for the first time in a while. Actually, pulled up the actual sheets, and I was like, we gotta be enough XP to level up, right? I mean, Vandressa here is at almost 3,000. That's definitely enough. And then I remembered that Pool of Radiance came out several years before Gateway to the Savage Frontier, the game that most of my experience is based on. So may not have the little indicator on the name when they're ready to level. Vandressa is just short of level 3 at this point. Whoops. In fact, all of our characters are certainly level 2, and some well on their way to level 3. Vendressa, of course, being the closest at, I think, 3,000, I think, is her level 3. So, we're gonna go do that. We'll just turn back around here. Go back into town. Try to remember. I think the training hall in City Hall. You know what? How about instead of talking to myself and asking, I just double check my town map. Uh, that's a whole thing. Where's my map? Nope, that's not it. Adventure Journal. It's gotta be in here. City Hall training halls just across from City Hall. So it should be this big building here. Right. Note directs magic users and clerics to go north, and fighters and rogues to go east. So that's north, that's east. Well, for right here, we'll level up our fighters and rogues. Oh, look at them. Look at them stancing up on us. Wish to duel. Duels are really matched, normally not to the death. Okay, I don't really like. Is the arena master what I'm looking for? Let's just find out. Yes. Who will duel? Uh, Rogue. Rogue will duel. He strikes me as a dueling. Okay, this is just straight up an actual fight. Rogue, get up there, just bop. Oh, that would have been so great. Wow. I guess Rolf does have 2 AC, so he's even got, I think, a bit better than Rogue. What a match. Wait, does Rolf also have a 2-handed sword? He does. Hey! Okay, well. Lost the duel. Okay, but I don't think that has anything to do with leveling. Um, unless it does, in which case, what's through this door? Oh, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna reload, so that we don't have to heal up Rogue. And everything will be great. I'm sure we'll see a real turnaround. Hopefully, these levels are going to mean a huge boost to our fighters being able to cleave their way through several hundred orcs, as seems to be required of them. Anytime it wants to boot up would be fantastic. That's not true. I mean, the sooner the better. There we go. I mean, a big deal is our magic users are level 2, not by a whole lot, but they're level 2. They require so much XP. Like, uh, yeah, if you are unaware, uh, different classes require different XP amounts to level. In the case of, say, our thief or our cleric, it's, you know, I think the thief's like 1250, something like that. Cleric, I think, is 1500. Uh, our magic users are like 2500 XP to get to level 2. And then they also, to get to level 3, need 5000. So it's substantial difference. Uh, but yes, both of our magic users are ready for level 2, which I'm hoping means at least one more spell per day. I don't want to duel. Rolf was mean to me. I should have known better and didn't insult the son of a shepherd. No, we're good. I just want to level up. Only fighters. I would love to train some fighters. Namely, Descara. We got a lot of menu here going on. Train character, there we are. Train costs 1,000 gold pieces. Oh, that's a lot of money. Is it telling me that because I don't have that, or okay? Do we probably need to pool our money here? Everything broke here is at 3,300 XP. I think he needs 4,000 for level 3. Um, where's our coinage? Wait, don't I have just a ton of? Nope, hold on. Oh yeah, I have so much stuff I need to get rid of. I just remember that being an issue. Uh, but how how do I get out of the screen? Oh, do I need to like begin adventuring again? We need to pool our money, I think. That feels familiar to me. Uh, I don't know how to do that though. Uh, I didn't realize this was gonna be the hardest part of the training. So we can see here he's got 38 platinum, 28 gold. Man, what? Hold on. Okay, let's say everyone has like 30-ish gold. Okay, is or is that party gold? Or is it all just pooled out, shared out very nicely? Um, yeah, how do I trade? No, trade out. I have no idea how to. Like, I guess everyone. Let's just go. Stop telling me stuff. we'll go to a shop. And oh, I'm outside the city hall. Oh, whoops. Now he has to tell me that I'm outside the city hall. I know there's proclamations. I know. I don't remember what they say, but we looked at them. Okay, so go to shop. Door's locked. Door's locked. Why? It's it's the afternoon. Why is it locked? Are they all locked? Oh my god. You guys have like a 3-hour workday? Okay. I don't want to rest because I'm just gonna memorize more spells. So I have to like rest, come back, pool money, and then rest again. There's, I mean, I was about to say there's got to be a way to do it, but there doesn't. There doesn't have to be a way to do it. This is items. Yeah. Okay. So these I can trade items. Okay. Okay. Wait. What if we go beat up some random creatures? Oh no, it's gonna tell me, isn't it? Okay. Some random creatures. You know, we'll just hit some random encounters. Um, because not only will that give us the chance to pool our coinage, um, it should get us very close to leveling up Vendressa to 3rd level, which would be fantastic. So what if we just... we'll try resting, I guess. Just in case, let's have you guys memorize. I want you to memorize 2 Rex I used to heal a bit earlier, just before I start recording. So just in case, we'll prepare some spells. Yep, it's all sleep. Always has been. All right, now we'll just rest. Oh yeah, nothing wants to disturb me now. Say anything. Trying to see if there's any encounters that we missed. That we like went back to. Uh, that maybe we didn't finish. Cause I remember there was like Goblin training one, but I think we did that one. Nope, don't encamp. What are you doing? Alright, clean stable. Large untidy animal. Yeah, I can't wait to run into that, whatever that is. That'll be a good time for all involved, I'm sure. I mean, we could take a peek in the next area real quick. Surprise the party of kobolds. Let's combat. Whoops, I meant to aim and actually look around. I am a fool. Okay, we got kobold leader. Or some kobold, yeah. Just, it's just the 7 of them. All right, that's good news. Done. Guard. Guard. A manual. Let's just try and dump the one that's closest. Excellent. You just hang out right there. It's fine. Guard. You also just hang out right there. A manual. Maybe we'll see if we can snipe one of the leaders. Oh, yep, they are also using bows. Do some more guarding as we approach. Okay, magic users need to go behind the walls. They have made that abundantly clear. I mean, I could just go hide up in the around the corner, but it's too late now. I'm committed. I'm wondering if that flower is going to get in Brogue's way, which would be mildly entertaining. Nope, he's good. Emmanuel. Ah, you're right. Wait. Ah, I wouldn't agree to two of them. Oh, they're guarding. Well, didn't help you there. Please don't. Could you guys not? I just want to level up. Come on, bro. Oh, they're all fleeing. That was not fleeing in terror. That was a measured retreat. You cannot fool me. Unless you count the part where you did fool me, and I thought they were actually just gonna run away. It's out of range. Can't do it. Didn't think that'd be an issue. Yeah, fleeing in panic. I have my doubts. Yeah, just. Oh, I forgot to bandage our dude. All right, so if we pool, and then Rogue even carry all the money. We have 229 platinum. God, we have enough to level what? One person? I guess I don't know how much the gems and jewelry are worth. Oh, all of it. Okay, so he's got all that. Oh god, and we can't just like share out the rest of it. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Well, Vendressa, I think, is the next one I'd want to level because we at least want her. Well, magic users really. Oh my god, do they all cast 1,000? There's no way, right? There's no way. I mean, again, I'm in denial. It's entirely possible. Let's just have Vendressa take the rest of the money. Overloaded. Okay, just take the gold then. You know what? And the gems and the jewelry. We'll have Dascara carry the Electrum. This, I really, oh my god. gonna lose my mind. Riven, how much of the money can you carry? Well, I just hate everything now. I'm glad we've gotten here. Riven, yeah, items. Take those arrows, please. Actually, no, stop taking stuff. Because when you take the money, can you at least take half of it? Okay, can you take half of that? No. Can you take 200 of that? No. Can you take 140 of that? Yes. Can you take 100 of that? No. Take 50? No. Okay, let's just move on. Next person. Let's do Keswick. No way, right? Yeah. Nope. Oh, can you take this like 300? Okay. London. Ugh. No, okay, that's just not happening. Bro, can you take 59 silver? You can. You are awesome. Take 500 copper? No. What about like 300 copper? No. 200? No. Okay, you are. You're there. 500? 608? Huh? No? 400? 200. Okay, we'll assume that's all she can do. Andressa, you're full, right? You can't just like take. Okay, that works. No, I don't want to go back and claim my treasure. Just to be on the safe side, let's have Andressa throw a heal on our buddy London here. Oh, wow. Heal him for 2. Awesome. Okay, we'll go back. Yep, monster crawling slums. Okay, so I think, well, for one, I don't think I know where I'm going. Yeah, it's the stable again. Yep, it's the smelly room. No, I didn't mean. Oh, the delayed inputs. Okay, at least it doesn't just like spam it on you. No. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. That's so there it is. So go here. Okay. Every time we come in here, why? Why can't you just be someone I can walk up to and talk to? I don't want to duel. No. I just want to level Brogue up. Yes. Brogue. Train. Yes. A level 2 fighter. Okay. Let's see. Fighters and rogues. Let's go visit the caster. Mages to go through the east door and clerics to go through the west. Alright. Let's try see if it'll let Vendressa. Oh my, it's yeah, no, it's gonna be it is yeah, it's just straight up 1,000 per character. I don't know where we're gonna get the money for that. I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff to sell, but that's it's not 1,000 worth. Like between the training and the inn, how am I supposed to have money? And it's now the middle of the night, so these guys aren't going to be open. So now I go wander back out, try and rest so that time can pass, so that hopefully we can go to the shop, dump off our stuff. This is crazy. Like like it's not a matter of like game difficulty. It's like game inconvenience is at an all-time high right now. We're just gonna rest for I think 9 hours. Oh, we're rudely interrupted. Okay, London has 2 hit points. My dress still has 3. I'm sure that'll be fine. Rogue sweeps? Now we're talking. Nice. Alright. Fairly clean fight. Took a little bit, but at least this wasn't like one where we're trying to do anything. Ventressa, can you take any? Can you take 64 copper? You can. Cool. Because I need you to have just as much as you can get. It is now 6 in the morning. I doubt the shops are open. We'll give it a little bit longer. Oh, rest for 3 more hours. Wow, couldn't get that, huh? Once again, surprised by kobolds. Sneaky little buggers. We're just gonna sit here and really hope they don't roll any good hits. Kind of like that. That's what we didn't want to have happen. And here we are. It happening. But bro can do that now. So, who's really suffering? I'm talking. I'm flabbergasted by everything happening. I'm just saying stuff. Well, can't bandage. That's a good sign. I guess Ventress is not dying. Get bopped. Alright, let's have... I mean, having the Scar level up as well. Let's have Lendon start gathering money. It's copper. It's not gonna freaking matter. It's not even like modern standards. It's I think 200 copper to a gold piece. All right, well, let's go see if the shops are open. It's like an 8-bit train going. Let's try this shop. Hey! And I specialize in arms and armor. I'd like to show you our wares. Uh, items. Okay, the bracers we're unsure about. Short sword, sell. Sells for 1. Stud leather sells for 2. Short swords sell for 0. There's like a shield, which means they're just probably really weight inefficient for carrying. I'm assuming 0 gold pieces just means that it's less than a gold piece. At least I'm hoping that's the case. Otherwise, what a huge waste. But it may just be a waste to carry them around if they're not even worth a single gold piece. The flail I'm mature about, so we're going to hold in the flail until I do some tech magic. Let's get everyone else's stuff sold. Broadsword. I have our quick with the longsword right now. Actually, let me do a real quick check of the appendices, because I did find while I was looking at leveling stuff the actual information on weapons and armor. It turns out it's at the end of the Adventurer's Journal, which I hadn't looked at yet because I was making a point not to read ahead on anything by accident or otherwise. All right, so the longsword is not. Let's know. There it is. Why is it? Okay. The longsword, 1 to 8 versus man sized, 1 to 12 versus larger. And the broadsword is 2 to 8 versus man sized, and 2 to 7 versus large. Yeah, longsword is better. Well, I think the broadsword has a more bell curve because I think it's 2 dice versus longsword's 1, but the longsword has a higher maximum versus larger, so we're going to keep the longsword. Whoops. Okay, so I'd like to sell the broadsword for 5. Sell some stud leather for 2 apiece. Hope we're getting some change for the. Well, see now the short sword's 1. I was warned about this. 7 gold for the long swords. That's what we're talking about. What? That what? That. Hold up. That seems suspicious and weird. Because there's no way, right? Like studded leather, 2 gold. Leather armor, 1,000. That ain't adding up, Chief. Oh God, is charisma affecting our freaking sell prices? Like for the short swords, is that what's happening? Because I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to have to juggle stuff around to the right person to sell. That's broke items. You've got lots of things to sell. I can keep javelins up. Just, yep, still a gold piece for the short sword. Still 2 for stud leather. I mean, if we sell 1,000 short swords, one character can level. The exciting parts of adventuring. Riven, what do you got? You've got a short sword that I like you to use, and our holy symbol of tear. 20 arrows that I think are special. Oh, guys, any of this stuff special? Got a longbow. I don't remember. Oh, we'll do the stud letter. I don't want to get rid of much of Riven's stuff until I'm certain that it's not magic. London, do you have really anything? You do. You have a dart. Oh yeah, I forgot the sling that we don't need because I didn't check the frickin' magic user class beforehand. We're getting at least whole gold per piece over here. Why do you have a longbow? Is this because we didn't have? I mean, it's probably not magic, but we'll make certain. View items. Sell the sling because we just yeah. Sell that. That okay. So it's entirely possible these are magic items. But it's also entirely possible that this is treasure that's just meant to give us gold to level up with. I don't see why they couldn't just make leveling cheaper. But oh well, we're gonna cast detect magic at some point in the near future here. Uh, and have ourselves a grand old time of trying to figure out if we have cool stuff or not. Oh, I almost got a pop-up message going there. Yep. Okay. Monster crawling slums. Perfect place to do some appraisal. Where we will have Kessuck memorize, detect magic. Detect. Detect. How do I cast sleep? Cloud only. Lose it? Yes. Why is this like this? I'm actually like now that we're playing pool ratings like this, I think I'm looking forward to some quality of life changes over the other games. Detect magic. Memorize. Exit. Yes. Landon. I need you. You have sleep memorize right now, don't you? You sure do. I need you to cast sleep. And then memorize. Read magic? I don't know if that's actually gonna matter. I should just double check the freaking spell description. Um, Manual spells. Clerical. Magic user. Read magic. To read magical right. Oh yeah, just like the old days. Read a scroll. To use the spell to read a scroll, you can cast the spells off of the scroll. Okay, so we don't actually need him to do that. Unnecessary uh, usage of our time. But we'll have him also memorize detect magic just in case things don't go like I hope they will. In that case, I just can't remember anything because she's unconscious. So let us save. Oh no, I'm gonna have to reset those spells. Magic, memorize. Okay, no, he's those did save. I just I hit the wrong button because I'm losing my mind. Yes, memorize those spells. Rest, rest. Rudely interrupted. Naturally. Oh, good. Orcs. Uh, flee. The monsters flee. Sure, why not? Now I need to reset their spells. Because when the rest is interrupted, resets all that, and they can't figure out how to do that. There we go. All right, memorized. So then we just have Keswick, cast detect magic, and I'm hoping that this applies to everyone's inventory and not just his. Oh, look at that. We have. I think we knew the bracers were magic. I feel like we did that, and the flail is indeed magic. So them having a weapon that stood out is good. Now, I mean, we still have to appraise these things to figure out what they do. And, you know, it could be cursed. I don't know. It is magic leather armor. Does that mean we also have magical plate? Not plate, chain. I wish we had magical plate. That'd be sick. Okay, so it's the short bow that's magic and arrows. Actually, while we're here, let's join. Yes, okay. Ready those 50 arrows. Just so we don't have to juggle that later. Um, and you got okay. Longbow can be sold. So if we see strange sale values on items, that's important. It wasn't just the guy being really generous. That makes me feel a little bit better about just kind of like selling stuff blindly. Because I was very paranoid that I might like sell a magic item before knowing it's magic. But it looks like that won't be the case. So that brings us to the issue of how do we pay for training? God, and we probably have to pay for appraisal too. I have been recording for 44 minutes and have achieved almost nothing. But this is about the experience of playing the game. And you're gonna get it. This is that long form content people are always talking about. You hear about second monitor content. This is zero monitor content. This is a podcast. All right. Now, can we only? Let me check real quick. I guess the manual to see if shops are the only way to appraise stuff. Uh, how magic works, maybe? Or is this about like casting magic? Yeah, this is about like spells and scrolls and all that. Well, let's let's at least go into the Of course, it's the afternoon. Why would they still be operating their shop? I hope this game isn't time sensitive. You know what? Let me. I'll just Google it I'll just Google it real quick. I'll be fine. Blue Radiance appraisal. What's that get us? Uh, but, that's a review, not a. That's not really what I'm looking for. Uh, should be. Okay, we can appraise the gems and jewelry at least. Unfortunately, we can't freaking do that in a shop anyway. I didn't really find anything on the. Oh no, I went this way. Is there just like an identify spell? Since they're not, can we not just identify stuff? No, there's not just like an identify spell. I guess we just save scum cursed items. Who's gonna stop me? Not me. These mandatory messages though, there's those those can go to hell. Okay. So we have. Let's see, she's at. Let's see. Discar is at 19 Thaco, 1 AC. She doesn't have the other. I thought she did. I think Tressa has the bracers, and she is currently unconscious. So let's rest for say 12 hours. Rudely interrupted? No way. Angry goblins. Flee! Oh, battle begins. Stop hitting my party. I just want to sort out my inventory and my leveling. Wow, 1 damage, thanks. Oh my god. Oh, I should have moved up so I can get his sweep. I remember that he has sweep now. Have I just been so focused on the action menu at the bottom that I never looked up and saw that it just shows that he has darts and how many equipped? I am. I just don't look up there when it's my turn. I am a prime fool today, and we are all about to die. And when did I save? That's this is great. The sweep though, really looking forward to that sweep doing some work against the orcs. If it's a Scar can also sweep when she levels, it might be worth leveling her. So we can just get some sweep attacks going through those orcs. Seems big. Wow, 2 shots and you did 3 damage. Just bandage. Just gonna... Okay, so he can sweep. He can sweep as long as he's adjacent to multiple enemies, it looks like. Okay, that's 21 XP. We're all dying. Everything is terrible. Discard, you take the 72 silver. And you know what? We have items we can take now. Now we've offloaded much of our stuff, so just take all that. Okay. It's now 5:21 in the morning, and we are in really rough shape because Ventressa still has not woken up. We desperately like. I mean, I guess I could use a scroll on her, maybe. Uh, if only there was like a safe place in Flint, like a squat or something that the guards would let us rest at while we're clearing the freaking city for them. What was I doing? Was I just resting? I was probably just resting. What, did I just not hit the button? No, I didn't hit the button. I just wasn't. Oh god, I'm just losing everything. Go try to visit a shop. Yes. Okay. So praise no gems or jewelry. Okay. Yeah. Praise gems. Okay. So this is free. That's huge. That's less huge. That's huge. Okay. So that's, oh, come on. Oh, he's getting real specific now. Okay. So this is where we make the money to afford training. I see. Um, Now can you tell me what these magic items do? Because I still don't know how to identify anything. All I know is how to trial and error it. We desperately need Vendressa back up though, so that we can heal. It shouldn't be too much longer until she gets a hit point back. Um, so let's throw a save in and continue trying to rest. Come on, I need you to get something going here, Vendressa. Yes. Okay. So now we need Vendressa to cast some freaking magic. Heal yourself. Nice full heal. That's what we like to see. Heal Discara. Not a full, but it wasn't garbage, so I'll take it. Memorize some more cure light wounds. Well, actually, no, it's fine because now we have gems and we can go pay for. Well, can we use the gems to pay him, or do we need to convert the gems into coins? 'Cause I think we'll become over encumbered if we do that. No, I moved close again. Okay. I mean, what if we go to like one of the other? Well, no, isn't this also an arms? Yes, arms and armor. I want to try see if I have other options. If I go to a different kind of shop. Yep, silver items. Sure, I guess. Raise? No. Okay. Uh, go here. Items. All right. I guess we just sell. I mean, we got the one that's worth like 1,000. Let's definitely. No, not that one. What? Was there one that was only worth 5? I don't feel like it's matching up. Um, or it's like worth anyway. Well, if we sell this, actually, can I see? Oh wait, no. There's ID. I'm again, once again, a fool. Ah, nope. I need that money. Okay. Well, let's see. Um, we spent basically all of our electrum, or was it our platinum? It was our platinum that we spent training Brogue. Yeah, let's just okay. Well, we'll sell that, and then we can go get Ventressa leveled. Let's go back over to this guy. Few items. Yeah, okay. It's all the same. Just making sure. Um, right. So if we trade, okay. So those two together is someone leveling. So let's go London. And then these. Just sell the small ones there. That's a shame, but okay. So the 500 one we definitely want to trade to someone who we want to have level up. Let's do Discara. I think Ribbon is still doing all right. Actually, she's a fighter thief. So what level does she? What XP does she level up at? Or do I just choose what she levels up as? I don't. I'm not certain how that works. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really a big multiclasser. I don't remember how multiclassing works in AD&D, but we'll give that gem to Discara. We'll have to do some experimentation with our magic items, but most importantly, we can go get some training done. Actually, how much gold are we looking at? Well, you know what? Let's go train. Yep, teachers and students. Yep, it's time out up east and west. That's. I should have had London sell the jewelry before I walked over. Yeah. Yes, level 2 cleric. Let's go. Adventure. Well, let me just like give them the. Hey. Yes. Train London. Train costs 1,000. Well, guess no. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Whoa. No, not extra dust. Adventure. We have to sit through the messages again because I can't figure out my order of operations right now. I'm just too flustered by all of this nonsense. I would love to see stuff. London, view items. Just sell everything you have. Actually, while we're here, Discara, how much money do you have? 18 gold, 5 platinum. So we're talking like 28 gold right there. So definitely not enough. Is what we're getting. Okay. So we'll go get London trained, and then we will experiment with magic items. I think maybe we'll actually maybe we'll give the orcs a shot now that we're like a couple characters leveled up. I don't want to, absolutely nothing in this episode. But here, yep, I know you train magic users. Good news, I have 2 of them. One of them can actually afford it. Train London. Yes, level 2 magic user. Oh, choose a spell to learn. Boy, I wish identification was worth it. um, think we'll go with magic missile. Okay, real quick. How about before we make a decision like this, we just double check the spell descriptions to make sure. See, shocking grasp. Not that I ever want to use that, just because freaking touch range. 1 to 8 plus 1 per level of caster. The protection from spells are pretty straightforward. Lasts for 2 rounds per level. Magic missile does 2 to 5 to the target. No saving throw. For every 2 levels, they get 1 missile. So magic users at the 3rd and 4th levels get 2, and those at 5th and 6th levels get 3. All must be fired at once. I'm assuming I probably shoot those just like a bow. I'm wondering if it's gonna like let me aim each one, or if they all go into the same target. Friends comment only. A sphere that increases with the level of the magic user. Thinks the caster has 2 to 8 more points of charisma. And those who make their saving throw think he has 1 to 4 less points of charisma. 1 round per level of caster. While amusing, Uh, I don't see that being helpful as a combat only spell, so I'm not really sure what the point of that is. Reduce unwilling targets get a saving throw. If unsuccessful, they're reduced in size and lose effective strength and movement. And enlarge. Increases size by 20% per level. Makes the humanoid target into an ogre or giant in size and strength for combat purposes. I mean, casting enlarge on Brogue could be pretty sick. Uh, Burning Hands, fire damage of 1 point per level. Touch range. Oh, it's not even the cone. It's old Burning Hands. Why? Why would you want that spell? Like Shocking Grasp. Hold on, Shocking Grasp. Spell does 1 to 8 plus 1 point per level of caster. Electrical damage to the target. Burning Hands does 1 point per level. It does say there's no saving throw, so I guess Shocking Grasp has a saving throw. It's all a mess. I think we're gonna get enlarge. Let's get enlarge. Uh, Freaking save. And now, since we're kind of out of money, we will go back out and have people touch some items and hope that they are not ended. So, let's start with Vandressa. She has the bracers and a flail. So looking at 3 AC, 20 Thaco. That's about the only things I think we'll be able to determine at a glance. She's also 14 XP to leveling again. So if she readies the bracers and the flail, already using mace, that makes sense. 3 AC, 19 Thaco. Okay, so the flail is supposedly offering a +1. What about the bracers, though? They don't seem to do anything. Unless the bracers that act like armor. We were going to take them off, so I assume they're not cursed. So if we trade the bracers to, say, Lendon. To Lendon, view items. Okay, actually, AC 10, Deco 20. AC 6. Okay, so they must act like armor. That's why they wouldn't stack with the armor she was wearing. Now came down to AC 6, not bad. He is our level 2 spellcaster, so it'll be good to prioritize his safety. So that means with that dealt with. What else do we have? Does Kessler have anything? He's got the chainmail. Let's trade that to. What's the AC on the chainmail? Adventures Journal. Chain is worse than Plate, Bandit, and Splint at 5 AC. That's better movement than. Better AC and better movement than Scale Armor, though. So if we're looking at. See, Vandressa. Let's just. Before we trade that, let's take a look at who needs it. My dress is wearing banded mail, which is AC 4 with same movement as chain. So even if it is like +1 chain, it's going to be the same situation. Discara is wearing splint, which if the chain is +1, will improve her movement. But Brogue. What about Brogue? What did I put you in? Split mail. Okay, so if it's chain +1, let's give it to Brogue. So we can, since he's shieldless, we can bring his AC down a bit. Trade to Brogue. So Riven. I should be saving before like. Actually, no, I don't need to save before all of these. We'll know what they are, and even if I have to like reload, we know what they are. All right, so Brogue. Let's just. That's in camp. That's not what I wanted. Unrated split mail. Okay, so no, sorry. First, your AC2, right? Yes. Okay, AC2. Ready. AC2. Okay. So likely chain +1. His movement is 12, which I think is better than it was. I mean, it says that splint is 6 squares, chain is 9, so we're gonna assume that it's went up. Riven, you have some items. You have a short bow and some arrows. The chainmail, I believe, is not magic, so we'll just have to sell that. Wearing ring mail. Is there a reason to not put you in the chainmail? Say ring mail. 7 AC, 9 squares. What's your current AC? AC 3? Because this is before the days of, like dex modifier limitations on armor and stuff like that. So, I forgot what it was. It was a 3? Yes, 3. So, what if we just like swapped you out for some chainmail? AC 1. That's what we're talking about. I can archer even harder. All right, but the Thaco is 17 with the composite short bow. That goes 16 with this magical short bow. Okay, damage is d6 +1. What? Whoops. What if we've ready the other arrows? D6 +2 +1 arrows. All right. We'll hold on to those for when we need to do a little more damage. Um, d6 +1. Was that the same as like the composite short bow though? Composite is just d6. So yes, we want the magic short bow then. All right. Now we've got that settled. Is that all of our magic items? I believe it is. I don't think Scar's got that 500 gem and a bunch of stuff that I apparently forgot. Well, no, I still picked up with the Cobalt, right? I should have sold while I was in town, but I'll probably just do that between episodes. I think I. Yeah, I guess we won't fight the orcs this episode. We'll do that next. It's it's been an hour and 15 minutes of me doing fuck all. Hope you enjoyed that for some reason. Next time, we're gonna go. We're gonna go see those orcs. I'll ready up the party between episodes so we can skip that part. Even idea of how it's gonna look. Between me desperately trying not to rest at the end, and then we'll fight orcs with our new power, and be very upset when it goes poorly and we all die.